Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. Today is day 19. I know I'm about 2 days behind. Do apologise. Of the LowCostbeer Advent Calendar. So, I'm just going to grab a random can out. You can see there's 2 bottles, but I just wanted the can. So, S43 Brewery. I've had one or two of theirs this month. This is called Alaskan Mind Control, and look at that artwork. It's an Oat IPA, 6.4%. Hops are Eldorado, Citra, Mosaic, Cryopop, and Maltese, Marisotto, malt oats, flaked oats, oat flour, wheat and dextrin. Yeast is London Ale free. So yeah, I'm a few days behind with these. I can't see me doing any lives of these now. It's disappointing for people, it's disappointing for me, but ooh, a little bit of darker sediment came in right at the end. And yeah, pop it out of the colour to it. Wow. You see that way, like the dark elements swarmed in. Get a swirl. Not much of a swirl, mind. So yeah, it's more of a darker orange now. It still looks alright. It's just that you can see that sediment when it hit the glass. Centimetre of white head. S43, don't know if they're still alive these days. They're still linked to the site and all that, so I don't know, honestly. Comes across tropical juicefest on the aroma. Real, yeah, lovely tropical beer. Proper summer's beer in the middle of winter. Oh, yeah, very much a juicy juicefest of a beer. Oh, easy going. There's a zestiness in there. There's a nice little twang coming from it as well. Yeah, tasting very nice. So the weather's a lot better at the moment. A lot warmer than it was last week. Awful conditions last week. Not nice. I mean, you know, winter's winter. You know winter's there, but when it's freezing cold, it's not the nicest of weather. But this week much better. In fact, I've mowed today, and the grass looks immaculate. It looks like a bowling green in the middle. Well, towards the end of December, so really pleased with how that's looking. Lush green. Looks really well, really. Wedding today, so it's nice for people at the weddings to have, you know, they make the grass nice. I do like that. It's part of the job that I really like. The fact that someone sees your work. There you go. Camera's just a tad far over. There we go. Yeah, it's nice for people to see your work and see that's how it is. So yeah, hope everyone's got their box ticking beers for Christmas. I know I've got 3 beers that I'm super looking forward to reviewing and drinking over the Christmas period. Albeit down here or in the house. I ain't decided yet. It kind of depends how cold it gets. I mean, I've got my fleece on. I've got my thermals on at the moment, so the cold's not hitting me as hard as it normally would. But if it drops back down cold again, then it's too cold in here. And, you know, it is what it is. I just have to put up with the fact that beer reviews from the house. But like I say, not too cold tonight, so I thought I'd come down the shed again. And it's 7 degrees in there at the moment, so it's not freezing, but it's not. It's a bit cool to be drinking outside. I mean, I know the shed's the shed, but it's not much warmer than it is outside. It's certainly not well insulated. If I was ever going to do a shed again, and I had the money, I'd want to go the full hog. Get a log burner put in, because that'd be amazing. We was thinking about having aircon in here, but nowhere to put it anyway. Got all this wedding stuff for next year, so trees and plants and stuff all in here, taking up room, pain in the backside, but it saves money in the long run. Although does it? You know, I suppose you think it saves money, but yeah, does it? Because you end up paying out. By the time you messed about with this, you could have paid out for someone to come and dressed it. Interesting. So yeah, I had a fair few from S43 in this Advent calendar. And I've gone a fair few days without an S43, so it's actually nice to jump on the S43 wheel again. Looking forward to beers in the new year. See where the beer world, where it goes. Got some decisions to make regarding the channel for the future. As you will have noticed, I'm doing more cask and keg beer reviews. Certainly more cask, and it's my way of supporting both breweries and pubs by doing a review in them, albeit shortish, of beers that are out there in the wide world, not just the beers that you may or may not see in cans. And that's the thing, you know, in some ways cask beer is more readily available and a lot of the time than stuff, because supermarkets don't have a lot of the brewery beers in anyway. So I mean, you get supermarket beers, but you don't often see them in pubs anyway. Where stuff on cask that's been brewed quite regular, there's a good chance you'll see it again and again. Looking forward to getting out there might be going out there this Saturday to a couple of pubs and get a few pints in, meeting up again for just before Christmas, and then the Christmas break. And you know, like most people, I'm really looking forward to those days off. And I feel that sometimes you just need a week off. I've been quite, what's the word, Monday and Tuesday I was really wound up, and yeah, it got to me. And you will have noticed in one of the reviews where I said about being a gardener, and you know, and don't get me wrong, I've won awards and all that, and my work does do all the talking for me. But you know, when there's no feedback, nothing, no appreciation or anything, and it did get me. And then somebody trying to set the piss didn't help matters either. And I think I just blew my top a little bit there. But today back to normal, on a different site and a totally different way of going off. And yeah, this is in every workplace. You'll get personalities, good and bad, and yeah, it's that's what that is. Yeah, you'll get personalities, good and bad, and I suppose you have to put up with people, don't you? For the most part. Such is life, you know, we all have to put up with somebody, don't we? Now this week my daughter told me of a lady that has had to move out of her house with nothing, bar the 2 kids, because of domestic abuse. And we've been sorting our kitchen out, you know, offloading lots of pots and frying pans and all stuff that most of it's brand new, never used. A Hoover, Christmas tree, you know, there was more. We chucked a load in the bin, old stuff, but it's perfectly adequate for somebody who's got nothing. And, you know, having seen that as a child, up to the age of 16, a man beating a woman and threatening the kids, you know, it does ring home, and those poor children and the poor lady as well. There's no place for it in this world, no place for anybody to hit anybody, you know, especially near Christmas. There's poor children, you know, at least hopefully they're out of that environment and they can make a new life away from it. It's having been there, seen it, you know, witnessed it. This brave person who was married to my mum, oh, he was brave. I'd love to go back now as the person I am now and go back in time, probably be 10 years older than him. I'd knock his head off. But he went for my dog, and I was only 13 or 14 at the time, and I went for my dog. I picked up a sledgehammer and says, "Come on, you bastard," and I'd have killed him. I'd have killed him then. And then you go for my dog. And this was Sadie. So it was 2 dogs before Charlie. So we had Charlie for 16 years, Max for 16 years, and Sadie was with my mum for 16 years, Alsatian Labrador Cross. And again, she was a beautiful dog. Funny way, we've had dogs for mega amounts of years. They've all been great, all been well loved. And yeah, when he went for Marseille, that was it. Funnily enough, he backed off very quickly. Yeah, not the brave person, you know. And that's why I stay away from any type of even aggro. I try not to get involved. Don't want to put myself in that situation. And to be honest, it's like when there was a moment on Tuesday where someone's doing this sarcastically, never speaks to me otherwise, and only did it because I had headphones and listening to music, and it was like, you pitiful person, is that what you've come down to? Funny with funny faces and that. And funny thing is, when I took my headphones off, for the rest of the day I was geared up and to unleash the sarcastic side, and I did. And it never came near me. So just goes to show you. But in any case, tasting well. Yeah, proper juice fest of a beer. Gotta be honest, when that sediment went in, it looked a bit dark, that sediment, and I was quite worried that it was gonna make it go off, taste off. It's really near enough black. I don't think I've ever come across that in a tin. I've come across dark, but I don't know about it. That was really dark. I stopped it from pouring the rest. There's a little bit left in. But yeah, tasting good, nice tropical juice fest of a beer. For me, 4.2 out of 5. Yeah. Enjoying these S43 beers. And that's it for this beer reviews. Thank you for watching. See you soon.